Hi everyone and welcome to the Sam and Billie show. How are you feeling today, sister?
I'm feeling really good, thank you. Again, not much has changed.
I was going to say, how's my little niece or nephew doing?
I know. Well, since the last time you see me, what's it been, a week?
Yeah.
All good. I would say, though, that I've started to do that one leg kind of roll out of the bed.
Oh, you're feeling the heaviness.
Yeah, so I can't just sit upright straight away now. It's like that pull on the stomach muscle, you know? So I kind of roll to the side and kind of like roll out of bed.
Teddy bear roll.
Yeah.
You know, like you do that thing.
It is, that's how I feel like I have to like roll out of the bed. But other than that, and, you know, broken sleep from going to the toilet, as usual, we spoke about so much.
Have you not
good.
Got yourself a potty yet?
No, I didn't get the potty. Everyone said, no, that's gross. Some people agreed with me and thought that it's a genius idea.
Yeah.
And some people have it.
Oh, really?
Have had it or have it, which was quite, you know, I felt like quite normal that they'd actually gone and got it. But most people said that, no, just walk to the toilet. But all good. And we had a lovely weekend, didn't we?
Yes.
Recently for your birthday, so we can chat about that. And can I just say, I was laughing so much on the Sunday after, the Sunday morning.
Oh.
Because I woke up, obviously, guys, just a bit of background. We all went out for Billy's birthday. It was lovely. Billy had hired a private dining room in a restaurant called Smith's in Ongar.
Yeah.
And it was so nice. Anyway, went back to my mum's for like drinks. We actually did a quiz.
We did do a quiz.
We did like a fun quiz and drinks and stuff. I left around 6 o'clock. Bearing in mind we met at 1 p.m. So I went home, woke up in the morning, obviously way before everyone else, to see a main feed video on my mum's page. It was like, do you know that video was 4 minutes long?
No, do you know what as well? Right, it was one of those things on the night. Right, she'd done this performance.
Yeah, it was a performance.
Obviously,
guys.
we'd all had way too much to drink by that point. Mum done this performance, but she was really proud of it, right? And she wanted to post it on her main feed.
Honestly,
everyone was going, no, you won't, no, you won't. And that was it. She was adamant. She was like, no, this is going on my Instagram. I want everyone to see it. You know, like Mum was so adamant.
Can I just ask, do you know what made me laugh? The video was like this big shout out to my mum's brother-in-law, Paul, and it was his 60th.
Yeah,
his 60th birthday. Did Paul even did everyone see it?
Yes. Everyone see it. And
hilarious.
The views were going up by the minute, right? So
Honestly.
In the morning, I went on my phone and I don't think Mum initially remembered posting it.
I thought there's no way Mum's going to want to keep this up on the grid.
Well, I mean, to be fair, she kept it up all day, right? And then she popped around mine that like early evening.
And then the fear kicked in.
No, and I said to her, we was laughing about the video. To be fair, Mum didn't have any intentions on deleting it, right? And I said to her, I was like, right, I think it's really funny, it's brilliant. But as we know, Mum doesn't post a lot, does she?
She doesn't.
On her Instagram, like on her main feed.
Yeah.
And all I said to her, this was like, I was doing a bit of a you actually.
Oh yeah, doing a Kris Jenner.
I was doing a Kris Jenner. I said to her,
family brand.
and I was like, Mum, all I'm going to say to you is, first of all, what I done was I wound her up and I said, have you heard from Xanthi? And then Mum went, no. So Xanthi is mine and Mum's manager. And I said, oh, Mum, she was like, what? And I said, I think she wants you to take that post down. She was like, what? Anyway, so I made a little joke of it. And then I said, no, seriously, I said, Mum, you don't post a lot. If brands look on your feed...
Oh, yeah, like you were saying earlier, like, oh, maybe we'll work with, like, Sue Wells. And then they'll go on her page and there's Mum doing, like, cartwheels drunk in her front room.
It does show her funny, crazy fun side, which we all love to see on Instagram. Don't get me wrong. I'm not being, like, a stiff or anything about that.
She should put it on stories. 24 hours gone.
And it was really funny. And some of the comments was someone, the next morning, like, I was crying with laughter, right? Someone called her Sizzle, right? You Sizzle. And then that was her nickname all morning, Sizzle. I was like, how you doing, Sizzle? Sizzle Sue the Sizzle.
Do you know what made me laugh as well? Our friend Gemma just completely fast asleep on the sofa.
That was so many people wrote. Can we just all appreciate the person just sound asleep in the background?
She literally is like a log laying on the sofa,
Literally.
unaware to what is going on.
And also, yeah, she just slept through the whole thing. That's just Gemma, isn't it?
She always falls
She
asleep.
literally conks out and that's it. But no, so in the end, so I said to Mum, look, And Mum went, oh, do you think? But I think Mum needed me to say. I think Mum was saving face.
Saving face by saying, no, I'm going to keep it up. She was following through with the fact that she'd put it on main feed.
And I think, like, it's that thing. Oh, then someone goes and they're like, oh, they've deleted it now.
Yeah.
But anyway, she deleted it, and not out of, all good intentions, but I think that
there was nothing on there that was like, it was just funny.
It was so funny.
But it was just drunkenness, and I know why she would have taken it down, because like, it's okay to have it up for a few hours, but I woke up to seeing that.
But also,
and it made me laugh so much.
I see your comment on it. I was literally scooting through the comments all morning, just really
and then
laughing.
I messaged you straight away, because I was like FYI, I wasn't sure if everyone had remembered or not. Like, there's a video on Mum's main
No, didn't
feed.
you say, did Mum mean to post that video?
Yeah, because we've all done it, and like we think, oh no, I didn't mean to post that, or I shouldn't have posted that. But I thought maybe she's posted it by accident, purely because the video was 4 minutes long. So I was just thinking, as I was watching it, I was thinking, I hope like this doesn't the phone gets dropped and then it's like a lie.
Yeah.
Or they're filming. But it wasn't. It was all just, it made me laugh.
Yeah.
That
was really funny. That was, it was a really good birthday.
Yeah.
Really good. I think it was like all the girls together, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We hadn't all seen each other since probably November when we done our girls' Christmas night.
It had actually been quite a long time, so it was really nice.
Yeah, and it was just like a good get together, lunch, drinks.
How was the hangover?
Bad.
Was it?
Yes, it was bad the next day.
What was your hangover cure?
Do you know what? It was one of those so I had a bacon bagel in the morning with a cup of tea.
That's a really good one.
But it was one of those hangovers, when your tummy's churning, and then I looked through my phone, right, to see the evidence of what I was drinking. So obviously in the restaurant, we was drinking Prosecco, champagne, and then we was drinking tequila shots. And then back at Mum's, I think we was drinking vodka lime soda, and then we was drinking, I noticed on my phone there was a video of like, woohoo, it was like the hangover, like, nah, and you're like, what have I done?
The shot that sent you over the edge.
It was that pink tequila rosé. Oh my gosh.
That brings back memories. We used to drink that.
So I think a really bad combination of drinks there.
Yeah.
And
then also, because I remember at lunch, I went in, because obviously I'm pregnant, not drinking. So I was like really enjoying the food.
Yeah.
And I did notice that the whole table, obviously everyone ordered, but there was a lot of picking going on.
Yeah, where everyone was drinking.
Because everyone's drinking. It's so different, isn't it?
It was...
But at the time, it's a great idea to pick, because you want to feel the drunkenness. But then in the morning, you're like, I probably should have ate the steak.
Should have eaten more, yeah. I remember being at Mum's, like, searching her cupboards, like, crisps and dips and, like, peanuts. And
crisps always help me on a hangover.
Always.
Like, I could eat crisps all day on a hangover.
Oh, yeah. So it was, I was slightly worse. What is it? Worse for wear.
So how does it feel being 32?
Do you know what? I think it was Libby, like our auntie. She said to me, oh, you're a mature lady now. And I was thinking, actually, yeah, I'm getting on. 32.
Well, we're both
I know
in
we're
our
still
30s.
young, don't get me wrong, but
we're the lower end, but to say we're both in our 30s is
Yeah.
just a whole different chapter of life.
32,
It's different when you're in your 20s, like 20s.
20s, it's like, oh gosh, I've got years to...
If anyone's in their 20s and listening to this,
Yeah.
and you think 20s sound old, it really
Absolutely is not.
at all. But I love being in my 30s. I think this is going to be great for us the next 10 years. I love it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. I mean, look, it doesn't feel that different.
No,
It's,
it doesn't feel different at all.
but yeah.
Okay, so, right, maybe we should get on with the podcast.
Yeah.
We're actually getting to the point where we can start talking about spring, which I love spring. And also it's really exciting because all the new collections come out, including our podcast sponsors, Katie Loxton.
Yes, so Katie Loxton makes beautiful personalised bags, gifts, homeware, accessories, and the quality is just amazing, isn't it? It's all made from like a really beautiful, soft vegan leather.
The leather is so soft. Like, we've actually got quite a lot of pieces ourselves, haven't we? And this spring collection have got some really lovely colours like off-white, sage green. Like, I can just see myself in like a nice shirt dress with my sage green crossbody bag.
Yeah, especially that colour sage green. It's very in this season, isn't it? It's like
really
all them nice like earthy colours that you can sort of wear, mix and match with all different outfits.
Yes, exactly. And we've got a real special treat for you because Katie Loxton is offering our listeners an exclusive 15% off using our code Sam and Billie 15, all in capitals.
And each piece that you can buy from their website will make a really perfect gift as well, because they come with a free gorgeous gift bag with a gold bow on it, and you can also have that personalised. So you can shop the whole collection now on katieloxton.com and get 15% off using the code Sam and Billie 15.
So at the end of each podcast, you guys know that we do a Ask Us Anything. Well, today we thought we'd do a whole podcast on Ask Us Anything because we always get so many questions and we can't always ask them all. So we have gone through all the best questions. I'm not sure if you had a look over them this morning, Billie.
Well,
Probably not.
I'm literally better.
I did have a look over them in the car and I made some notes.
Samantha's fully got all her notes down, whereas I walk in, pick my clipboard up. I'm like, right, let me have a quick look, see what's
we've got
going on
some
today.
good ones. So the first question I'm going to ask Billie, and I think a lot of people will be wondering, and probably you get asked all the time. Will you have another baby? And if you do, when?
I know. This is a question I do actually get asked a lot. I think for me, like obviously I would love another baby. Like I would. And that's the truth of the matter. I think obviously the last few years it's been a lot on with like work and the house and filming and I've sort of put my career first, if you like, for the last couple of years. Yeah. But absolutely yes, I would love another baby. The timing, who knows? Like, who knows when I know there's never...
we spoke about the coil before. I think we need to remove that first.
Exactly. Yeah, the coil's got to go first. And then, I mean...
get practicing.
Who knows? Like, it's so hard to tell, isn't it?
That's really nice.
Because also you could fall pregnant straight away. It could take a year. It could take So I never like to timestamp that because I just think...
And which I think is quite nice with your third. I feel like, I mean, I don't know, probably both the same. With your first, it's like you think you've got a bit of a time limit. I don't know why.
Yeah, like to have your second.
Yeah, and it's like, but then I think with third, like, there's going to be an almost 7-year gap between little Paul and this baby, but it doesn't bother me.
No.
Had I had that gap between the first two, I'd be like, wow, this is too much of a big gap and getting all like paranoid or like anxious about it. But actually, I think your third can just come along whenever.
And also, it's like, think of how nice it's going to be. Like we spoke about this before as well, that the kids are a bit older and they're going to be so involved with your new baby. Like their new little brother or sister, they're going to be there on hand.
I know.
And it's going to be so lovely to watch them two with their baby sibling because... I think like where we had ours quite close,
there wasn't much.
They didn't really pay too much attention.
Bit of jealousy going on.
Exactly. So it's going to be
It'll be a different experience. And Greg, does he want to have a third?
Yeah, he's he does, but it's actually quite funny because when we was away recently, we was obviously in the Maldives and we had 2 babies out there with us with our nephew Bodhi.
Brings it all back.
Yeah, our nephew Bodhi who's 6 months, and then my friend Steph bought baby George, who's also 6 months. And Greg said to me, and bear in mind, these 2 babies, the most well-behaved, such good babies. But Greg was like, do you know what? It's making me think twice now, going back to this. Because I think we haven't had a baby in our family for a long time.
Since Rosie,
and I think being on holiday and knowing how time-consuming, like all the things, like the buggy across the sat, he was plucking out all these excuses.
Things.
I was like... that is for such a small time.
But also as well, we can all say that because, you look, now all of our kids are at a different stage and they are much easier. But then when you have that baby, you don't think of them things, you just get on with it.
Of course you do.
You're a parent, you've got to drag the buggy along the sand, you've got to feed them, you've got to nap them, you've got to walk around the swimming pool 100 times with the pram.
Yeah.
You just do
it. It's the natural, So anyway, but no, I think he would definitely like to. I think it's just...
But there's not a time limit. So you'd love having another baby. There's not a time limit yet.
But I don't want to... I don't want to leave it for too long. No. Because Nelly is going to be 8
I think
this
it'd
year.
be nice between within the next year or so to fall pregnant.
Fall pregnant. That's how I feel about it. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
Like that would be ideal for me, like you say, fall pregnant
in the next year.
Yeah.
9 months pregnant. Yeah, lovely.
Yeah. One for you here, Samantha.
Great.
When will Sam get married?
So obviously I get this question all the time, guys. And firstly,
how do you know?
Firstly, that is a very good point. I don't know. But I just think, number one, I don't know what the rush is.
No.
And like obviously we've felt a lot of pressure. I think because obviously Paul and I have had a relationship on the screens for a long time. So there is a lot of pressure from like people that watch our show and follow us and stuff. Why aren't you married? You need to marry her. You know, what's taking you so long? You know, we get it day in, day out. So that you do feel like there's a lot of pressure around it, but I don't understand what the rush is when we've done the hardest bit anyway. Like,
having children.
Children, I feel like, is the hardest part of a relationship. It's a big
challenge, change.
Yeah. And we would love, I know we will get married and it will happen, but I'm actually so grateful that we have left it and done it. I know it's not the correct, like all people say, what is correct these days? I don't know. I know it's not the right way round, but I'm actually really grateful that I've got it all to look forward to.
Yes.
And in our relationship, we've done the hardest bit. So like now, when we get married, obviously our children will be there and it will be like all like, you know, amazing and fun and planning. I mean, obviously you got married after having children as well. And I do think that we've done the biggest test of the relationship.
Yeah,
so the marriage hopefully will be a success.
I think
and last forever.
It's complete. Yeah, exactly. And it is that thing. It's everyone's different. Look, some people really do wish to be married before they have children.
Yeah,
that was never on our agendas. Like we was never like that, was we?
And if we did get married before, then lovely. But it just didn't happen that way.
It didn't.
And I've never been in a major rush. Like I've always joked and said about it, but deep down, actually, I'm actually really grateful that it's happened this way round for me because I'm really looking forward to having all three of my children, you know, as bridesmaids and page boys, and being
at the wedding. It'd be so lovely, and also it's something really nice to look forward to.
Really nice.
Yeah.
And, you know, I just think, well, I think there shouldn't be a pressure or a stigma. I think you should just hopefully do it when it suits you. And I do feel like the more pressure, the more it pushes Paul away.
Yeah, because he's probably
so
thinking...
can we stop?
Yeah. Stop the pressure.
But, yeah, and also did you know that 42% of marriages end in divorce?
Shush. Did you Google that fact this morning? She's Googled that to prove to everyone.
No, do you know what? I heard it the other day. In America, it's 50%. This was a little while ago. It was like this stats. But
that's
in the
a
UK,
big percentage.
Big percentage. In the UK, it's 42%.
That's basically that saying between me and you, when you're married, one of us is going to
get divorced. Yeah. Anyway, so don't rush into anything, guys. Don't force it. Don't be pressured.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So next question we've got is, do you ever wish you weren't famous? So my answer to this, when I was reading this earlier, is never. Like because I've had a big thing about like the past and things that you've done as you grow up and like paths that you go down. And I think that was written in our stars about being cringy. That was what our path was.
Yeah.
You know, going into TV work, being on telly, being who we are today. I never have like any regrets about being famous.
No, I'm the same.
There are little things that we could probably say, oh yeah, like sometimes I wish I didn't get recognised here or there.
Yeah,
or
like
get papped when I don't look nice on the beach. But it's
like the pros and cons of anything, isn't it? And any sort of job or career path, nothing's always going to be plain sailing, is it?
No.
But I'm exactly the same as you. I would never say, oh, I wish I wasn't.
Yeah, because that's who we are today. Yeah. That's been our careers. That's what's, you know, provided for our families. And,
yeah, of course.
But yeah, no, I don't have any... I never wish I wasn't famous, rather.
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah.
It's just happened that way.
Yeah.
Next question. Oh, this is a good one.
Juicy.
What do you really think of each other's partners?
So... I mean, luckily enough for us, we all get on really well. Because it could be like you do hear stories where like sisters or whatever, or the partners don't get on or don't really talk.
I just think that would be my worst nightmare. That's not an option for us because we are extremely close, and also luckily enough, we actually do all genuinely really get on. There's nothing I could say at all.
No, and it's funny actually because when we first met Greg, we we was all in Ibiza together, wasn't we?
Yeah.
Us girls, Greg and his friends. So I kind of bonded with Greg on like, you know, a lads and a girls holiday.
Yeah.
And then this is way before I met Paul. And I would like come along to like all like your nights out and things. And so
it would be...
It was funny actually. I remember once in Dubai, I think Greg carried me out of one of the clubs.
Yeah.
He was like, your sister, I don't know where you was. But me and
Greg...
Greg...
Was I pregnant with Nelly?
I
think I wasn't going out. You was going out. Like...
So I was going out with Greg and his friends.
Yeah.
And then he was at home, at a hotel pregnant. But no, so me and Greg have actually had some like really funny nights out together, pre all the kids. But yeah, we all get on, and I think we're actually really lucky because.
Yeah, of course, because
there's never been like a big like family showdown between the boyfriend.
Well, no, thank God, no, because that would be my worst nightmare. Like you say, there are a lot of, you know, obviously families and like relationship complications between. But I think as well where it's just us two.
Yeah. It's
not like there's other like siblings involved. Anyone, it's just like the two of us.
And it's that's probably a good thing because you know, like if we had a brother as well, and like let's just say he had girlfriends we didn't like could you?
Yeah.
I wonder like we actually should. Guys, do you know what we should hear from you? Like, can we get some
tell us some stories.
Really juicy kind of in-law stories?
No, because it's actually really common.
It's so common.
It's so common. Like.
And no one really you can be anonymous because no one really wants to speak up and like say bad things about their in-laws because everyone deals with things. Obviously, we know that, but it would be great to hear some juicy stories.
Yeah, send them our way.
Any showdowns? Okay, so next question is: would you like your mum to find a partner?
Yes. Me and Mum was talking about this actually yesterday, and I know that Mum loves her independence, and I think. She doesn't necessarily want to live with a man. She doesn't want to have, you know, like someone, living with her and have to do that.
But we said this to her before, didn't we? We said, Mum, you don't have to do that.
No. I think it'd be nice just to see Mum wine and dine, to go on dates, to get dressed up of a weekend and just to have that bit of excitement around dating. Because let's be honest, it is exciting when you are dating and you're
butterflies, getting ready, going out.
Yeah, like I think, and Mum hasn't done it for so long.
And I also think that Mum makes this quite a bigger deal than it is. Like we were just saying, she goes, "Oh, you know, I don't think I want a man living with me again." Mum, we're not at that stage yet. Stop thinking about having to like move somebody into your flat. That's not going to happen right now.
No.
Like, just open yourself up to like chatting to people. Because me and Mum were chatting about this the other day in the car, and I said, "Mum, the thing is, right?" Because Mum said, "Oh, you know, people cringe me out and most things bug me and blah blah blah," and I get that. You just get to a certain age where you just don't have the tolerance for anything. But I was like, you have to remember, like you are in your 50s. Like these men aren't going to be they're not perfect. Everyone's going to have a history and a past like you have, like Mum has. I was like, you're not going to have the perfect man.
No.
Like, he's going to do things that are a bit buggy because he's older as well.
The thing is as well, Mum is like Mum is very like she gets bugged out and irritated by people really easily. But then I do think to myself like, oh Mum, sometimes you just got to be a little bit more.
I know, that's what I was saying to
open-minded.
Exactly. And I was like, you have to remember you're in your 50s.
Yeah. And I think deep down I know that Mum does say, oh, I don't need a man, and we know she definitely doesn't
need a man.
But it would be nice to see her be excited about going out with someone or you know, weekends, but you know, like just someone to a companion, someone to
hold
enjoy
hands, go do a weekend in the country. That would be lovely. And I just think that it's such a waste,
but also
because I think there's so many men that would she does get a lot of male attention, but she doesn't give anyone the time of day.
Do you know, it's really funny,
she gets so much attention.
Has Mum told you about there's someone that's been voice noting her on Instagram?
Yeah, she sent me the voice. No, they've moved over to WhatsApp.
Oh.
Is it this guy?
Yeah, maybe.
They've moved over to WhatsApp and Mum sent me one of the voice notes and he sounds all right.
No, she said to me, he sounds like someone that would wear a snood.
What? That is so random.
She played it to me the other day. He sounds like someone that would wear a snood or a handkerchief around his neck. This is what we're up against, right? This poor guy.
What we're up against.
Like, it's literally, it's hilarious. So anyway, Mum, the thing is...
But
well,
this is it. Like, you can't disqualify someone.
She's disqualified and she said he sounds
like he would wear a snood.
I mean, what is Mum's type?
Mum likes the Greeky kind of looking, long hair. Well, I don't know, like, Mum's never... I mean, look at Dad.
Look at Dad.
So I don't know why she's just taking out the scarf thing, because that's quite European, isn't it? Like,
it really made me laugh. It really tickled me when she said it to me. Looks like someone that would wear a snood. I think what it is with Mum as well is that Mum finds it difficult to meet someone. So she's not into online dating, which I think is like... Probably a lot of women can relate to that. Like, it's not for everyone, is it, online dating? So she finds it hard to do that. And she doesn't really go out a lot. She hasn't got loads of single friends. So I think she's at a stage in life where she's like, where do I meet someone? So I think that's quite a difficult...
I reckon that's the same for a lot of women as well.
But I said to Mum, the thing is, if you are, because she goes, oh, like, I'm just sat here every night, like, after work, come home. Not like that she enjoys it, but then sometimes I think she does think, it would be nice to now be going on a date with someone. But I said to Mum, maybe that's where, like, I suppose if you are going to be here, then I suppose it is like online.
You do, like, you have to move with the times, unfortunately, and it's not like how it was back in the day, and you know, and it's the age group as well, because you're not going to be going to bars every night looking for someone, are you? Like,
no.
You, I think at least online you can narrow it down to like specifics, can't you? Like age group and radius of where you live.
Yeah, exactly.
Like there are, but it is that probably. I'm not that I've never done online dating, but that is a lot of effort. I think you do have to be on your phone a lot, don't you? Like kind of.
Mum's not really on her phone.
Mum's so, but we've got to make a plan.
Anyway, next question. Where did the idea of Revive come from?
Oh, Revive Collagen. So it actually comes from my own skin experience. It actually came from my own skin experience. So growing up, teenager, I always had really great skin. I was quite lucky I didn't have any breakouts or kind of like hormonal acne when I was younger. It happened to me when I was an adult. So when I had little Paulfa, and after I had Rosie, I don't know if that's because she was a girl or not, I just had like, it was actually after I finished breastfeeding Rosie, I had acne on my face, and it was quite severe, and I just tried every lotion, potion, I'd done all the facials, you know, all the everything you could think of I tried, and it actually felt like it was getting worse. Sometimes I think when you do too much, it actually makes the acne worse.
Oh yeah, if you mess around, I mean, I've always had ups and downs in my skin as well. Like I've never had
just felt like it was getting worse and not going away. Anyway, I started looking into it as I am, love all my holistic and, you know, healthy and what you put in you and stuff. And then I started reading about collagen. So I was buying like the powders and adding the collagen into my diet. And I did start to see a difference, not only in my skin. Obviously, there's so many benefits to collagen with like hair and nails and stuff. And then, you know, my business partner and I, John, was just like, I really want to do my own skincare brand, ingestible skincare brand, because there wasn't really that much. There is a lot of it on the market in terms of powders and stuff and tablets and things like that, and included in vitamins, but there isn't that much which is already broken down so you can just drink it straight from the sachet. So we risked everything, invested lots of our own money, all of our own money into the company, and we just gave it our everything. And we launched the brand 18 months ago, and it's been absolutely incredible. And obviously, with our collagen, we wanted to make it different from the rest. We wanted to add, like our original one, I wanted to add the aloe vera juice in it, specifically because that helps with anti-inflammatory, and that is what I had. Obviously, acne, and my skin was always inflamed, and so, yeah, we just wanted to make our own one and add different things in. And for us, it was about it being like a great kind of taste, because obviously people think of collagen, they think, oh, it tastes horrible. But we've obviously made ours, so both the flavours are really, really nice and easy to take. So, yeah, that was like a quick overview.
Do you know what, though? It's so mad, isn't it, when you think about it? We always put stuff on our skin, right? But actually, you know, like, when you eat something, let's say if you eat something greasy, I don't know about anyone else, but that will come out of my skin within like minutes.
Absolutely. And
so it's like
it's actually what you put in yourself.
And it also like certain things like milk, right? If I have a lot of dairy, I break out. Like not like obviously I do have milk in my tea and my coffee, but if I was to have a bowl of cereal, the next morning I've got spots.
It just shows you, like, it is. I think a lot of it is to do with what you put in
massively, and like with water, for example, like I notice that I do drink a lot of water. That's something which I'm actually quite good at, drinking a lot of water.
Yeah.
I notice that if I go a day where I haven't drunk a lot of water, my skin looks dull.
Yeah.
So it's like massively
what you're putting into your body. It's always great to have like a lovely skincare routine.
Yeah, of course.
Each day
as well.
But you know, honestly, a huge part of it is what you're putting in and what you can prevent, and even like. I know it sounds ridiculous, but even if you live more like city way, even like pollution can be so bad for your skin, like cloggy But yeah, younger looking skin starts from within. That's our Revive slogan.
That's really good.
So, question for you, Billie. How do you get your hair so blonde and bright?
So obviously I have highlights in my hair. I have I do keep my natural root now because I just find it so much easier to maintain.
Much upkeep.
Yeah, because when you have that like sort of highlights to the root, it's difficult. So I have like a bit of a root, balayage, and then the blonde. I tend to use purple shampoo sometimes, but that can actually be quite drying on your hair. So what I do is if I do use the purple shampoo, I'll mix it with some normal shampoo.
Okay.
And that just takes that like yellowness out of the hair. If I don't use the purple shampoo... Is there
a particular brand that you use that works? I know people will ask.
Yeah, so for what I was going to say is I use more often a purple conditioner, and it's by a brand called Fudge.
Yep.
I just buy it on Amazon, but it feels so much more nourishing on your hair, it doesn't dry your hair out as much.
Nice.
So yeah, that's like quite an easy way.
Yeah,
to keep your hair looking bright and affordable. Yeah. Okay, so we've got some funny questions as well here. The first one is, what's your party trick?
So I don't have like a drunken party trick, but I'm always still very proud of my backward somersault on a trampoline.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
If I go to a trampoline park,
yeah, you can do it.
I pull it out the bag, and everyone's like, "Woo!" and I'm like, "Yeah, that's my party trick." So, but I can't really perform that, at a party. So, but that is kind of my little thing that
I don't actually think. Do I have a party trick?
No, but there's a question on here I've seen about accents.
Oh.
And just to say, I cannot do accents. I don't like doing them. I'm not good at them. But Billie is very good. So I think we should hear a couple of accents. I put her on the spot.
It'd be something to say.
But she is good. Maybe after a few wines, she's better.
I think I'm probably better after a few
Billie
wines.
actually is really good at accents. We actually remember this.
That's one of my many talents.
There was this one time where we was having a takeaway. Anyway.
Oh, yes.
Do you remember we was having a takeaway at mine, and we'd rang like a bit of a fancy restaurant in London, and then literally straight away, no, sorry, we haven't got any, deliveries. We was like, let's call back. And then Billie called back and put on this like thick kind of Russian accent. Do you remember? And she was going, I'm in every week. I can't do it. But Billie was like, I order from you every week, darling. I can't remember what you're doing.
Yeah, I remember.
And then literally the same woman on the phone was like, oh, of course, yes, what can I get you?
Yeah,
honestly.
Can you remember that?
It was the maddest thing, like the difference in being this powerful Russian woman to us ringing up asking for a takeaway. It was honestly bizarre.
Bizarre. And then we got it, didn't we?
We got it.
Yeah.
We got the food.
Because they was like, at first, they was like, we're not taking any
more orders whatsoever.
Any orders.
We was like, okay, thanks, bye. And Billie was like, I'm not having it. Give me the phone. Let's be someone else. And we don't know where it come from. She didn't plan to be Russian. It just came out of nowhere. But yeah.
What was my name again?
Was it?
I rung up. I was a new character.
You was like.
I was like, hello, darling. I was like, it's me.
Yeah.
I literally, it was like as if I'd been there. I'd been there every week. I was like, what was my name?
I don't know if I filmed it or not because you'd done it so quickly and off the cuff. But yeah, she's really good at stuff like
whatever
that.
my name was, it was like some. Basically, it was like this really strong Russian accent that I put on. But I don't know how it come over me. Like I was in that character.
She was in the character, and it was like really good. Like she didn't break once. I think that was. We had a few drinks as well. Maybe it's when you have a drink.
I think when I have a few wines, it gives me that confidence.
Billie's party trick is accents. And pretending to be other people. We used to prank people all the time, didn't we?
Oh, that's a whole other story.
Yeah, I never, ever. I hate it. That's just not
me and Fern. I was rather, the pranksters.
Yeah, Billie and Fern were the pranksters.
We used to have hours and hours of entertainment. Like, seriously, me and Fern would dedicate our Friday night to pranking people. That is literally what we would do. We'd be so excited to like... And at that time, we used to have house phones. So we used to do it off the house phone and do 141.
141.
So it's a private number. Prank people.
Do you remember that it was on the computer and it was like you'd get this thing up on the computer, like a website?
Yes.
And it'd be like, you kicked my dog.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
We used to use that.
But they would ring people and then press the button near the speaker and it would be this man and it would...
We were so bad. We used to... This is how bad and how far we took it. We used to prank our friends' parents.
Yeah.
So we used to like ring up the house phone.
Terrible.
It's really bad.
Terrible.
Bad teenagers. Okay.
This is quite a good one. I had to think about this actually. If you could pick any superpower, what would it be? I know what mine would be.
Mine would be to fly.
Really?
Yeah. What would yours be?
Mine would be the superhuman speed. So I could like do my makeup really quick, do the housework really quick.
I never thought about that.
Cooking.
One.
You know, like... So
you
like if you was like doing your makeup,
things that which take so much time in your day,
because then you would have so much more time to do other stuff. Like, or if you was like walking somewhere, like let's say you walk to the station, like superhuman speed.
Mine would be to fly over all the cars that are piled up the hill on the school run.
You should
fly over them all, swoop the kids up and fly.
As me, because your days are so busy. We should both be superhuman speed.
Yeah, that's actually
so we
really
can get
good.
loads done in a day. And it is things like makeup, and I'm like, here goes again. Like, I'd rather just be like...
Sometimes you just can't be bothered to do it.
Sometimes I wish that I was like, you know, like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and she used to like... I used to think... Sometimes I look at like my lounge at the end of the day with all the toys everywhere. I wish I could just go ding and everything back to where it is.
Yeah.
I'd love that.
That is a good one. That is a good one. Next question. What chocolate bar best describes your personality?
I'm going to go with...
Does that mean like what... Like, let's say, like, a galaxy would be, like, rich and creamy? Or is it, like, what?
Because I was going to say we could both be a couple of dairy milk bars. So we could be, like, you know, like the classic...
I'll be fruit and nut.
Yeah, you could be fruit and nut. And then I can be, the dairy milk caramel, you know? So it's, like, hard on the outside, soft and gooey on the inside. And dairy milk is, like, British as well.
Yeah, fruit and nut for me. A little bit fruity, a little bit nutty.
So you can be the dairy milk fruit and nut, and I'll be the dairy milk caramel.
That's a good one, actually.
Yeah. Have you ever done something behind somebody's back and got away with it? So I actually can't think of anything that stands out apart from, did you break or did I break? I think you broke my lava lamp. Did you break my lava lamp?
I broke it.
Pretended.
Yes, I broke it and we hid it from Mum. Remember I cried.
Right,
remember
so
it smashed all over your carpet.
That's it. So we done things behind Mum's back.
Yeah, I remember I smashed it and it was that blue lava when it was like slow motion and it went all over the carpet.
It was
yeah.
And you cried, and I was saying to you, don't
worry,
cry,
it's my lamp. But
she cried, yeah. And then we hid it from Mum. Did she find out? Did she see it? Isn't it funny, like, you think you're going to be, like, so badly told off? Like, you're not. It's only a lamp.
Something like that is an accident, isn't it?
Yeah. But that, do you know what? Thinking of that now, I loved that lava lamp.
You did love that.
I think
lava
you should
lamp.
replace it for
me. That was around the time as well when they just come out.
Was that like the 2000s?
And you had to go to, like, the gadget shop to get it. You could just go on Amazon Prime.
Do you know what? They're actually quite...
My two have got glitter lamps.
Oh, yeah.
Like the same thing, but not the lava, the glitter.
Right, I want to get the lava because I reckon that's quite nice of an evening.
Therapeutic in their rooms. My two always have theirs on in their room at night.
I'm going to get one. That was fun. Thank you so much, guys, for listening today. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was really good. It was good just to catch up and sort of get feedback from what you all want to hear.
Yeah, exactly. And don't forget, we're also on YouTube, so don't forget to check us out on YouTube as well, where you can subscribe and follow. DM the Sam and Billie Show on Instagram with any of your ideas. Also, we asked earlier on, we want your, like, in-law stories. Yeah, juicy ones. And that's it from us today, guys, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.